For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Takes it at the 7. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. And a look here at their go-to guy under center.
And he and his team, they were the beneficiaries of a first-round bye earned by a tremendous regular season. He'd been a little bit nicked up, so he could use the rest. And I'm sure his teammates felt the exact same way. But now it'll be interesting to watch their first few drives in this one. Because sometimes getting the rest is great, but sometimes you accumulate a little bit of rust as well. Maybe they come out flat, and they can't afford that in the postseason.
4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That's good. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down. His throw incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. Only 2 yards, and it'll be a punt on their opening possession. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. And leading them, Charles, their quarterback, their field general.
And he more than did his part in the wild card win with 3 touchdown passes. Now, he's going to get a bigger test here in round 2, but his unit is in rhythm, and they're playing as well as they have all year long. I wouldn't be surprised if this defense, though, tried to get after him early with a little extra pressure. If he can handle that, he can have another big game, though.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down. That catch good for only a couple. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down.
He's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
He was tackled at the 27-yard
So opening drive, 3 straight runs, unable to pick up the first.
I know the fans want to see first downs, but guess what? The coaches have reasons for what they're doing. Sometimes they've scripted it, and some of these runs, while they haven't been successful now, they may be successful later on.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. Trucks through him.
Oh, man, right through him.
A big kick that time, 52 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. So Miami coming out for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and
Clock
6.
rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd down.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football.
Derrick Henry on the carry. A fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
I don't care who you put on him. He's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe need some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
22-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
That's going to be caught. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins are going to take a first quarter lead. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins.
Justin
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
Becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, you know, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
2 yards, good enough for a first. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. But he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And that is no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
That keeps the score Dolphins 7, Bills nothing.
As he gears up to go again. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally you run to set up the pass. Here it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And he'll give it here to his running back. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line.
At their own. Buffalo set to get the football back here.
Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they took.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
A loss of 9 yards. It's second.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. And they give this time to the tailback. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down.
Down at the 17-yard line. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter.
The ball carrier.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Pressure comes, and down he goes.
The quarterback sacked.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Dolphins on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Back to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a good stiff arm there before he's brought down on a nice little gain. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
The Bills ready to take over.
And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
Chase Claypool, the intended target.
And it's 3rd and short. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
And he comes back with one complete.
The pass.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
2nd down and 10.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out.
Rohrwasser's kick is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Bills 3.
So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the 2nd half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we send you up to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks. We've already punched 2 tickets to the championship round this weekend. We'll get back to you guys and punch a 3rd in just a moment. But first, let's take a look back to Saturday's AFC divisional round game. And it's the Las Vegas Raiders who are moving on as they were able to take care of the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Godden.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the 2nd half of this AFC divisional round.
And the half will begin with a touchback.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown.
The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback because he had no chance to block him.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 6. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab.
And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He's going to fire this thing deep right. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. And give him a gain of 37.
They're still looking for their first touchdown of the game, and for a second, I thought they had it right there.
Looking on the sideline, it's finally good to see nods of approval. It's a welcome sign of life that this offense needed. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
88, incomplete.
Looking to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills have taken the lead.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
Now the try here for the point after.
Extra point.
And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown.
Just following the touchdown, Rohrwasser handles the kickoff duties. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
They're on 26-yard line.
So here are the Dolphins now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. A throw over the middle, taken in. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the one touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Miami set to take over. These guys had a punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. And to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. Now back to throw. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They got the interception, but very little movement after. That forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back.
He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's good for 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
It's a gain of 11, and it's 3rd down.
They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. And he's got his man in stride, complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another 1st down.
That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Now they try the right side here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Now a handoff looking right. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
Nickel formation here defensively. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's brought down. A nice little juke move that preceded it, but not much thereafter.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
all defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam coming out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on 3rd down. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there that brings up 4th.
A 28-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that will finish off this 3rd quarter of play. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Rohrwasser out to kick off, and he'll send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And now back out comes the offense. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to their hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the number.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. Now they try the right side here. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
They'll look to throw. And that one goes in times and could use another right now. Yard here, it's it's 3rd and 1. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
They tried their best to pick up that 3rd and 1, but their surge wasn't enough to counteract what came back at them from the defensive side, was it?
Offensive line, especially in the middle, looked like they were on skates a little bit when that one started.
So now we bring up 4th and inches. This will be a critical call.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming.
A 30-yard attempt.
Rohrwasser's kick is good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10.
Dolphins 10.
So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only one score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Now he dumps this off over the middle. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw here. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. Back to throw again. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
A.J. Brown, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And this is going to be caught. He won the fight for the football. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete.
The pass.
No gain on the play there. It'll be 2nd down.
Scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line.
It's complete to Brown, right side. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
He steps out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They come up on a 1st and goal, and most likely 4-down territory as they need a touchdown and the PAT for the lead. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there. There to make the grab. And the Dolphins can take the lead with the extra point. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And a man out of the backfield gets in for the score. It's up and good, and they take the lead by a point, 17-16. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays, and it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. And after a rough start, as we take a peek at the numbers, he's going in the right direction now.
So often when you see a game start the way we saw this one start for him, you just wonder if he's got a chance to bring it back at all, and that's exactly what he's done. Love seeing that happen simply because you know a guy has struggled, and now he's found a way to make things better. That's pretty good stuff right there.
That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. They'll look to throw here. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over.
Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. 4th quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. An extra defensive back here for the Bills on 3rd down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He's been terrific so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. So the Bills now down by 1. And time, a huge factor. A field goal would produce a playoff stunner on the road, but this crowd is going to let them hear it here on 1st down. Back to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Leads to 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
He's back to throw. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Huge 1st down. Got to hurry.
Yeah, now they have
that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
The pass complete to number 88.
And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this division.